I believe strongly in the power of unity. Husband and wife must work together.
So before she go to the juju place, you tell the woman.
I'm a believer. I'm a Christian, so I do not believe in, neither do I have any regard for any juju of any kind. As far as I'm concerned, it's all fake. It never really works. And even the one that manages to appear like it works, in a few years, you will see if it's really working or not. And you see, another issue is that there's no way to return back to the owner. Now, you have a child, a 12-year-old boy, who belongs to the wife, but not the husband.
The husband don't know if they receive ban, if they take care of the boy, only because the boy is
in the house.
Yes.
Look, I'll be honest with you. If you bring it to the realms of common sense, she should have informed her husband first. Hey, this is the step my friend is advising me to take. I'm a believer. I will tell you no, don't do it. But if you decide to do it with the consent of your husband. Do it together. And let me tell you something. The moment you are going there, is it not the same thing the herbalists did that your husband has been doing since?
Yeah.
So which means there's something wrong. Maybe it's a medical problem. Maybe both of you need to seek some professional counsel. Maybe both of you need to get more spiritual assistance. Because most times I find that before you get a person who can tell you, I'm tired of waiting for God, I'm going to look for an alternative. That person is not spiritual. Was never spiritual.
Pastor, this one is 12 years old.
It doesn't matter. I have people, let me tell you the truth, I have people who waited. I know a particular case of somebody who waited on God for 18 years. No, 16 actually.
Wow.
16 years to have a child. And God answered them after 16 years. They stayed faithful. They waited on God. Husband and wife loving each other. Not looking outside.
Without any child.
Without a child. 16 years straight. And at the end of 16 years, God blessed them with a set of quadruplets.
Oh my
4 kids.
God. Hey!
I have a senior colleague in our ministry who was with his wife 14 years straight before God gave them a child.
Wow.
14 years waiting patiently.
No testing outside.
No testing, nothing. It is somebody I know personally. If you see the two of them together, you would never believe they didn't have a child. The way they hug, the way they greet, the way they play, and they play with everybody's children.
Wow.
They won't frown their face and behave as if, you see, we don't have our own. No, they carry your child. In fact, they are the ones they greet you. They call you, how are the babies? How are my babies? They won't tell you how are your children. They say, how are my children?
Oh, hallelujah.
You know, that tells you where the heart is. But when your heart is not right, it's hard to get anything from God. And that's why we begin to look outside looking for alternatives. And let me tell you the truth. The alternative may look like it has solved your problem, but on the long run, it will bring you a bigger problem. The devil will never give you anything good. If he gives you something that appears good, it's because he has taken something worse from you. Now this woman has gone to the herbalist. She thinks she's so smart. She thinks she did it right, and she got a son. And she will tell herself, I did good. Oh yeah. Now 12 years down the line, see where the problem is?
Yes.
Only God, I know the child didn't start misbehaving in 12 years. It must have started maybe around maybe 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct. So for only God knows whatever time the child started misbehaving till now. That's how many years of trouble in that home. Because every time the husband looks at that child and says,
this blood
this is not our blood, he's already codedly telling her, It's only a matter of time before he begins to say, hey, look, sir, it doesn't even really look like me.
Whoa.
By the time family members begin to come to visit, grandma comes, grandpa comes, and they're like, now I don't know where you got this your own stubbornness from. All my children are not this stubborn. They are already telling you, madam, this is not our child. And every time they make that statement, the woman will be feeling guilty. Whether she likes it or not, she will keep remembering, it's true, it's not your child. It's true, it's not your child. It's true, it's not your child. But she won't be able to open up and tell anybody. So you are dying of guilt.
It's true.
You're already punishing yourself.
Exactly. That's why she came out. And now I wanted to also ask, because I've been asking and say, why you not tell your husband? I say, hey, the husband is too stubborn.
It could end that marriage.
You know, so he actually wanted to remedy the marriage.
Okay.
Do you understand? Yes. She needed to remedy. And she said immediately after she gave birth, The family is so happy now. The husband family, hey, she's now the wife of the family. Oh, my wife. Everybody, you know.
Yeah.
So what should she do now after enjoying all this sweet atmosphere?
Loaded. She needs to open up to her husband, whether she likes it or not. You see,
Wow.
one thing.
So even if it costs her marriage,
it's better you open up. You see,
wonderful.
There's no. The Bible says, "He who covers his sin shall not prosper." For as long as she keeps it hidden, she will always have problems. It will keep on resurfacing again and again and again.